Hi, everyone. My name is Richard Young, the creator of this cartoon. This channel is meant to depict current events in a thought provoking manner. I'm not trying to adhere to any particular political ideology, though I must admit I'm probably a little bit right of center in my thinking. I'm retired now, but I've always had an interest in politics and current events. I've also enjoyed political cartoons all of my life, and although I've had the urge to create some political cartoons in the past, I had zero artistic talent. Now that artificial intelligence can overcome that deficiency, I've been able to put my thoughts and ideas into these political cartoons. That brings me to this cartoon in particular. This cartoon was created May 10th, 2026. Now, if you're like me, you're probably getting a little bit tired of the stalemate that seems to be the case in the Iran peace negotiations. You will see links posted below of some of the news articles discussing this issue, which prompted me to create this cartoon. As the cartoon depicts, I think President Trump sincerely wants to do a deal so that the military intervention can end. Not only is it expensive, but there's a growing segment of the American electorate who opposes it. As the cartoon depicts, if you only read the speech bubbles, there seems to be a meeting of the minds. However, in reality, on the Iranian side, their main objective is to save the regime regardless of the cost to the Iranian people, which, as the crossed fingers behind the supreme leader indicate, they hope to achieve by delaying tactics, thinking that the American people will grow too tired and Trump will be forced to end the conflict. Right now, the Iranian people are suffering much more than the regime. There are, of course, three main issues that need to be resolved before Trump can consider the intervention to be successful. First, Iran needs to repudiate its nuclear ambitions, surrender all nuclear material, and submit itself to inspections so that the end of its nuclear efforts can be verified. The second is that Iran needs to end its support for terrorist groups such as Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis in Yemen, and others. The third is to successfully protect our allies and Americans from Iranian violence. It's likely that the only way these conditions can be met is through changes within the Iranian leadership itself. The current hardliners have consistently stated that the destruction of Israel and the United States are central to their mission. Whether real change is achievable from outside pressure alone is a difficult question. Historically, authoritarian regimes have fallen through popular uprisings, defections, or the choice of leaders to leave before the alternatives become unavoidable. The Iranian people have shown repeatedly, including in the 2022 protests, that they want a different future. What role outside actors can play in supporting that desire without making it counterproductive is one of the hardest questions in current foreign policy. Then again, with a little more targeting of Iranian leaders, which the United States and Israel have shown a demonstrable competency for, history suggests authoritarian leaders sometimes choose exile when the alternatives become clear. That may or may not be a path that materializes here, but I think they realize that if the regime falls to a revolution and they are still in the country, they might end up like Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, or Mussolini. Iran has shown no disposition in the past to negotiate transparently or honestly. Every agreement they've made in the past has been broken. So negotiation sometimes seems like a waste of time. A great example of this is the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, which they ratified in 1970. They've broken its obligations under this agreement ever since. Although Iran insists that it has no nuclear ambitions, the IAEA has repeatedly reported a significant loss of confidence that Iran's nuclear program is exclusively peaceful, citing unresolved questions about undeclared uranium particles at multiple locations. I want to assure you that I am not arguing against negotiating with Iran. I'm arguing that we should remember that real peace requires more than a simple, warm smile and words. It requires verifiable behavior. That's the conversation I hope this cartoon starts. What do you think? If you want more cartoons that take current events seriously, please subscribe. And let me know in the comments which topics you want me to tackle next.